Do you see all that wool in the background? Well, I've been doing some planning. This location may be familiar to those of you who have been watching videos on this channel. This is, of course, the top of the cliff of the city I'm going to be building for Season 2 of the Saga of Labyrinthum. Over there, which is not loaded yet, is the village that I started with. Well, it's not actually there. This is a test world that I use for planning and exploring, and I quite often do a lot of the videos on this channel in this world, walking around. That's part of my exploration, actually. So we're going to take a look at what I've got planned and a little bit about how I'm planning this. So right up here at the top, this is going to be the Hall of Heroes. This is where I'm going to be placing a bunch of, well, it's going to be a couple floors tall. We're going to have some things like armor stands in here. I know it's not very big. This is a lot less impressive than what will be built in the capital city. But this is where I'm building for now. So this is basically I guess you can say it's downtown. It's going to have some businesses up here. Not a whole lot, because the space is not huge. But I'd also like to say that this could be bigger. I might make this bigger. For some reason, you know what? This seems so small. This really does seem small. So I may change this up. And I guess the issue here is just the space that we've got here. I think that's the main problem here. I may just extend the building out, and I need to make these rooms bigger, to be honest. But as we go down this way, we've got a blue line. The blue lines are roads. Now this is the main road going down to this area. This square is, well, it's a square. Going to be market stalls and all that stuff here. It's really close to this gate, which goes off to where the university and the temple are. Purple is walls. I'm going to make most of them just 1 block thick. Well, with some decorations on the outside as well. But around where there's going to be gates, I want to have it walkable, so you can be on top, and there's towers as well. So looking at the whole outline here, this is where the wall is going. It's way up on this mountain, and then it finally starts dropping down here. And as we go over here, it goes right over here. And up there is going to be a tower. So it's going to be a little bit different. I'd say that I'm not sure if that's going to be a wall or not. We're just going to have some stairs going up. That remains to be seen. Tower here, tower there. Well, this is a gate here. This is the big gate. This is the big gate because that's where the rest of the country is. Now, I have a bunch of signs everywhere. Right here is a bridge. A bridge is going to go across there. And down here, I'm going to be making a stream from a waterfall. Now, there is a waterfall up here. I want to extend this downwards. It's going to go all the way down this way. And there's going to be a bridge over it, which is going to be the main road, which is this blue line. The other side also has a main road. I haven't done any planning on that side, but there will be in the future. Just want to make it daytime here. So along both sides, we're going to have houses and businesses and stuff. And as we go over here, now this is where there's a junction here, and another bridge connecting these two sides. Now, this is where we've got a bunch of wool and retaining walls. The retaining walls right now are fairly simple. Keep in mind that I shouldn't say none. This won't necessarily be exactly the way it is when I build it. as I build these houses and businesses and all that stuff, it depends on how I'm feeling about the design and the size that I'm getting. These are quite small. So like if you walk in here, there's not much space, right? But as this is a city that is built in a place that has very little room, we are going with Japanese style of urban planning. Now, if you look at how this is set up, got a lot of retention walls or retaining walls. And in Japan, there are a lot of retaining walls. You'll see pathways like this. The light blue is going to be pathways. The regular blue is roads. So we got the main road going through here. Orange is businesses. So there's going to be businesses all around here, as well as going up this hill. Homes, not so much around here, but we'll have homes all the way down that way. And I'll go that way and show you some things in a moment. But a lot of the homes are going to be built like right up against these retaining walls. And I'm going to be using them a lot because this will give me more space to work with. There's going to be a lot of walls around here. There's likely to be a wall right here too. And I may build something here. So we're going to have to go with walls again. But way down here, especially over here, we're going to have a park. This is going to be a nice little park. And I'm going to be doing some work along here to reshape some things. Like I'll probably put some land in here so you can walk around. I want this whole thing to be walkable. And in some places, well, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. Oh, great. As there's a ton of gravel. Now, gravel is terrible to build on. It will be replaced. We're going to have a lot of retaining walls in here anyways. And what I'd like to do, especially down in the park, if we've got little pockets around here which have some space in the walls, I want to build some businesses, like little stands. I think houses will come up here, though. These will be nice. This is actually a nice amount of space over here for houses. But down here, the park's going to be quite nice as well. I think I'll have a lot of things like lily pads and I've got grass growing on in here. I think I want to put lights all over the place. Places like this. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I may have like a bridge going across. But since this is a world in which we have... Oh, hello. Since this is a world in which we have lots of caves and things like that, I might take advantage of this. I might actually build something with this. This might be interesting to use. So we got a nice entrance there. And we could have... I'm not sure. What would be a good idea for this? We got water down there. Some kind of marketplace? Could that be a marketplace? An underground marketplace. Yeah, that sounds interesting. But yeah, over here, we got all these pink houses and orange businesses. So I've already actually just planned this area out tonight. This area mostly, I did a bit of this right down here tonight as well. Some places like this little corner here, this is going to be a main road, so it's going to be a bit wider. I'm thinking of putting like a tree up in here or something. Although this could be an entrance to the house. that's right here, or I'll put the entrance right here. Could be either one. For things like caves, they're going to be covered up. This is going to be covered up. I'm going to go through the caves, light them up, and cover them up. There are some resources I can gather, of course. And you can see this path. We're going to have another path going up to here, and we're going to have houses back here as well as in front here. So we're going to have a couple of lines, a couple of rows of houses. Houses are going to be backing up right against the wall. Now I'm thinking probably the best way to do this as far as building houses goes is to start low and go up. Because if I start low, I'm going to be able to freely build what I want. These houses are going to be 2 to 3 floors tall and with rooftop gardens. In Japan, a lot of houses are 2 or 3 floors tall, especially newer ones, and they're quite narrow. So that is one reason why these are going to be fairly narrow but tall. And on a lot of roofs, there's a kind of terrace where a lot of people do their or hang their laundry. So instead, here we're going to have gardens on the roofs, making it nice and green. I think that is going to look really good. This is the starter house. This is where I'm going to start, establishing the design and just figuring out what I want to do with the design. Most of the houses will have a similar design, but I want to change up the colors. We've got access to several kinds of wood. We've got birch, we've got oak, there's dark oak not too far away. We've got spruce over there, we've got jungle over there. So we've got all of those kinds of wood available. I also got cherry. I've got some saplings, so I can probably plant a few here and there, like small park areas, especially down there. Yeah, considering I'm using Japanese urban planning design, I'm not doing Japanese architectural design, though. This is not meant to be Japanese city. All right, now this area is going to be challenging. I am going to have a lot of paths going up, steps going up. We're going to have houses all along the edge, retaining walls everywhere. And that is going to make this look really, really interesting, especially from down here. Be surrounded by houses. It's going to be like a canyon. It really will be. It's going to be kind of crazy. But there's some places where it gets really narrow. Right here, for example. I'm going to knock some of this down. The road's going to be right along here, but I think I'm going to have at least a walkway along the side so you can get a view of course, the village, which is over there. And in some places, if I can find it, not sure if it's over here or not. I don't think it's over here. Over here somewhere. There it is. Like this. I'm going to take advantage of this as well. I have something here. There are a few things down here as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Got a viewpoint that's in here as well. Not here. Definitely not there. It's up there. Up there. There are cave systems everywhere underneath, and I'm going to use some of them. All right, so we're back up here. Yeah, this is one entrance to a cave. So it goes down to a viewpoint. So I'm going to make this look nice. It's not going to be natural looking anymore. And this is the viewpoint right here. And there's stuff down here. I've lit it up, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably going to place like some railings and stuff and make it so that, you can't get lost and go down in there. Now this is another passageway up to here. And this goes all the way to the other side of downtown. I think I want to cover this up because I don't really care what's down there. But coming through here is, of course, this area. We got powdered snow, which is going to be a little annoying to deal with. I'm going to have to clear all this snow out. Now, if we go over to the square, I have not built the main road going out that direction yet. We've got a road that goes this way. It's going to be hugging the side of the hill, the cliffs, especially right here. Big drop down there. There's a cave here, which I have not gone through yet, actually. So there's not much over here. But we'll see. I may do something with this. It's going to require a lot of creativity. But considering we've got this here, I'm probably going to cover this up. And we're going to have a bridge crossing this massive cave here. Down there, there's not much. It's a dead end. And road coming down here, and a sloped bridge that goes downwards. I haven't done any planning here yet. This is all industrial and a bit military over there. So back here, especially over here, down here, I'm going to be building a lot of kind of cheaper, smaller houses. And we're going to have a road going up through here. So that road that goes down to there, we're going to have kind of like a boardwalk all along here. So you can walk along the wooden boardwalk, and we're going to have a bunch of fishing houses and docks. And probably out to around here. I don't think I'm going to go too far. And back over here, of course, as this goes down that way, I think we're going to have a road that comes over here as well. It's going to come this way. The wall continues through here. So road goes this way and all the way to the gate, which is right over here. What's beyond? Well, I plan on having some cottages and things like that out there. But we have another fairly nicely buildable area that's going back in here. So I think I'm going to have some nice houses over here. Imagine living here, having this view, seeing a bridge there, a bridge there. There's going to be ships. Yes, I'm building ships. And industrial area and the view of downtown. Incredible. Now back here, of course, I'm going to have towers here and there. Because, well, this world is overrun by monsters. You need towers for defense, right? That's why I'm building walls around this. And this is going to be completely safe once I'm done with it. Nothing's going to spawn in here. No hostile mobs, at least. But I do plan on having another tower way up here. And this tower is going to have a view of this valley, which will have the university and the temple way over there on kind of a mountain in the middle. You'll have a view of almost the entire city. And I don't know, I think that's just going to be incredible. So let me just do something here quickly. And we'll take a look at what kind of planning we can do. So, as I mentioned, we're going to have pathway going up. And I'll probably have some kind of house up here. Yeah, it sometimes is a little bit difficult to figure out what we're doing. But down here, of course, we're going to have some houses all along here. And I keep them really, really close together. So this house, the entrance is going to be here. And we're going to have entrances all along here. And pathway continuing along this way. So, like this. And that'll allow us to have houses on the backside as well as houses on the front. But I need things up here too. You know, it's a little bit difficult because of the terrain. But let's try this out here. So I want to get another house starting here. So let's see, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 7 wide, and we're going to go all the way back this way. And since this is going to go right up to there, these houses are going to be so close together here. These ones are right up against each other as well. And the issue with this one is, well, let's see. This one's going to probably just be a square house. This one will have windows in the front and windows in the back here. Back here, we'll see what we do with this. This could be something. Not sure what yet. And to be honest, no. That's just going to be useless space. I think that is the best. That's going to be a fairly small house too, isn't it? All right. I want that path to go around. Make that daytime. And probably upwards. Make this go up. Like that. Yeah. And then over this way. Nice skinny house going through here. Maybe. There's a sheep that's stuck down there. It's like we're going to have absolutely nothing. Backing up against each other. What I do need to do, I think, is at least in some places, I need to keep some space. At least like a narrow walkway to go through. And we can have windows just for light, you know? If you've ever seen what a house is like in Japan, so imagine that there's a street, right? So you got the houses, they're fairly narrow, they're not very big, but they are at least 2 or 3 floors. There's quite often a very narrow space behind and a wall, and then maybe up a little bit higher is another house. And the windows are not clear. So you can't actually see into your neighbor's house, but you at least have windows for light. And there's quite often a very narrow space between them with windows. Now, I'm going with a little bit different one here because we've got shared walls. At least they're built right up next to each other. And that allows me to keep the same color scheme going on inside. And higher up, we're going to have more windows and these different shapes, right? So yeah, that is what I am looking forward to doing with this here. Okay, so I'm going to leave space in the back here. This is for the houses. I would like to set some back a little bit farther. So if we do this one here, this one's going to be set back a little bit. Oh, and I'm not worrying about things like if it's odd or even. I really don't care, because it doesn't matter with these, because I'm not having peaked roofs. I don't need to. And I think we'll do this one as a little bit longer than that one. And let's go back here. So I think you may get an idea about how I'm doing this here. So like this. Like that. This one's a longer, narrower house. Although it might need to be wider. I think I will. Let's change this one up a little bit. Have it go wider. I'm thinking maybe like this. We're going to have space at the back because we got businesses here. And I'd like there to be like some sort of back doors to these. And if we got a little bit of an area here, we can probably put a tiny little garden or something in there. Yeah, I think so. And I think what we'll have here is probably a gap. I think that's what we will do. All right, so this is an idea of what we've got. This is a tiny area of the city. Homes are going to be all around here. We're going to have businesses here and there, especially by the gates. The gate here, got a big square here. This is going to be like the main business area, especially going around here and around here. And up here is, we're going to have a lot of administrative buildings, not so much businesses, maybe cafes and other shops. And a few places around here we're going to have shops too. But going along this way, I'll have to make some areas, like around here, we're going to have businesses. A lot of homes, but businesses here and there going along here. And yeah, I think on the outside of the gates, we'll have probably market areas. Not here, though. This is where a university is going. So yeah, that is pretty much how we are going to be building this city. It's going to take a while, and I'm not going to have a video for each house that I build. That's probably not going to be a good idea. However, we're going to do blocks of houses in each video. And since these designs are going to be ones that I'm going to get used to building, we're going to be doing a lot of variations, and I think a lot of the fun part is going to be the stories behind everything. Every person as well as every business. Now, some of these will have businesses on the first floor. A lot of them will. And that's where a lot of the interest is going to go, I think. So especially along this main street here, a lot of these houses will be 3 floors. Main floor will be a business, while second and third will be homes. And then we'll have a small something on top. I'm not sure what to call it. A small something on top so that you can take some stairs and get a nice view from the roof of your house. So maybe we'll be up here, and that's what you can see. Yeah, I think that is about it. So let me know what you think about the designs or the planning that I'm doing. No designs yet. And I'd like to hear what you think should go in this city. So let me know in the comments below. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel, as well as my main one, which is where all these videos will be going. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.